These are the top 13 things that she wished she would have knew before she went to college. Hey guys, welcome back to Living with J and M. Today is a remake and we're doing Living with D and M.
That's me.
So a little background is this is my friend Dena Mossop, and we have known each other since
7th grade.
7th grade, oh my gosh. She moved to Tulsa from New Jersey. Her whole family picked up and moved over there. And since then, we've been really good friends, kept in contact all through high school. And then she went off to college and I moved to Italy. So she's gonna give you some facts that she wished she would have known before she went to college. So first, before we start, let us know a little bit about you. So what schools have you gone to, and what are you majoring and minoring in?
Okay. So like she said already, we graduated from Broken Arrow High School together. I actually started out at Oral Roberts University in Tulsa, and I was an accounting major, which when I told people that I was studying accounting, they'd look at me like, you're studying accounting? Because I'm super outgoing, super social, and most times the job of an accountant is the exact opposite. Mm-hmm. But I was always really good at math and good at numbers, so I was like, I could do this, I can make a living doing it, you know, whatever. I did an internship and I was like, definitely can't do this, definitely can't make a living out of this, I would rather not. So I changed my major from accounting to business management, because I've always loved people. Management is a lot of learning, like to work with people, work in business. And then I really just felt that my season and my time at ORU was up, and I felt that the Lord was leading me into a different direction. So my spring semester of my junior year, so January of 2017, I actually left ORU and moved to Oklahoma State University in Stillwater, which is where I will graduate from in May with a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Management.
Yay! That's exciting.
May 12th can't come fast enough. Who's counting?
So we sat down and came up with a list of things that she wished she would have knew before she went off to college. And so one of the first things we want to discuss is she wished she would have journaled.
Yes, I wish that I could say I kept track of every single memory from college, good, bad, ugly, pretty, horrible, disasters. Because it's really cool to see how much you grow up in 4 years. And you know, I have all these great memories from freshman year and stuff, but I just think it would be so fun to just go back and read freshman little me's thoughts. So for sure, journal some more, and yeah, journal some more.
And I think even in real life, I can attest to the fact that journaling has helped me a lot, because I haven't always done it, but I know that when I've gone back to previous journals, I've noticed, wow, I've matured a lot in the past 3 months or even 3 years, you know?
Yeah, and it's really cool to see all the things that you grew through, all the things that you learned, and just how it has shaped you into the person that you are now. Because a lot can happen in 4 years.
It's true. So the second thing that she decided that was good for y'all to know is you will gain weight, but it's okay. Tell us about that.
Yes, you will gain weight. The freshman 15 is real, but so is the senior 70. No, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. You know, in high school, everybody has this like picture perfect skinny bod, but most people are actually unhealthy with their weight. And so you're gonna gain weight, and some of it is gonna be healthy, and as long as it's healthy weight, it's okay. But you know, once you start like pushing the edge, it's not okay. A lot of people have these expectations that I'm gonna go to college and I refuse to gain 15 pounds, and it's gonna happen. So just get over it. It's gonna happen, but it's okay, as long as you're healthy and you look healthy. That's all that matters.
Yeah, because it can be a healthy 15.
Yeah,
I think people think 15 pounds and they're like, wow, I'm gonna get all this fat, and it's like, when you mature, you're going to gain 15 pounds, and it's just you adulting, and the 15 pounds doesn't have to look bad,
right?
But it's just a difference between your high school body and your adult body.
Right. The key is to be healthy.
Yes. So number 3, and I think this is really important, but it is the first person you meet does not have to be your best friend.
Yeah. For me, thankfully, one of the first people that I did meet was my best friend. But imagine if I had just stopped with just that person. I would have shortened myself on all these other friends that I could have met. So it was really cool that we had each other to be like, hey, like, we get along great, and, you know, like, we've met each other first, but at the same time, like, this is a new place for the both of us. So feel free to, like, go out and adventure and explore with other people, and, you know, hang out with different types of people and different groups of people, and then we can always just come back and hang out later on. So it was really cool to find that balance. And of course, that first person is still my best friend, but I have been able to meet so many other people because I wasn't just stuck under that same person.
Yeah, it expands your umbrella, so you're not just stuck telling the same person the same things all the time, when you might be able to get a different input from someone else if you were to be more open to them.
And even when I moved to a new school, because I actually transferred schools my second semester of my junior year, I had to challenge myself to not go and just stick with the people who I already knew, who I was already comfortable with, you know, because I had this opportunity to have this whole new experience, and I wanted to make the most out of it and be able to meet new people rather than just being with the people who I already for sure knew that I got along well with.
Yeah. So number 4 is something that I think can resonate with a lot of college students. Half the classes you take are pointless, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't learn something from it.
It's true. I know that I took this ancient and medieval humanities course because it was required, and I was like, I have no desire or care to know about rocks in Greek from the 1300s. Like, this is not going to help me anywhere in life. And you'll never use it again, it's true. But, you know, in those pointless classes, you really learn discipline. You learn how to be a good steward of your time. And even though it's not something that you want to do or that you enjoy doing, it's something that you have to do. And you still have to do it with excellence. So, you know, whether it was a biology lab or... I'm trying to think of all the pointless classes I took. I've taken so many that I can't remember half. Music appreciation. Like, do I really want to appreciate Bob?
Yeah.
No. You'll take a lot of them, but there are definitely life skills and life lessons that you can learn and that you can apply in those classes.
That's good. The 5th piece of advice that she has for you is be present everywhere you go.
Yeah, and I think that's really important because we're in such a techie, digital, social media age where we are so attached to these little glass screens. And I always wonder how people's relationships were back in the day without these little screens, you know? And I bet they were so much more real and genuine because people took the time to say, hey, like, how are you doing? Yeah. And it wasn't like, good, how are you?
Emoji.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like if we could just take more time to be present in that moment and to just really connect with someone, we would build more meaningful relationships.
Yeah. Winston! Oh, because one thing that was really different is whenever Jon was in basic training, we could not text or talk over phone. And so we were just purely communicating over letters, which I know is how everybody used to do it. But for me, it's like you had to read and try to really think how he was saying it. And then the first time I got a phone call, I felt like it was so lifelike and so real. Right. And now you don't really think about that anymore because you're just like, oh, here's a phone call. But I mean, it's crazy what technology's done with connections.
Yeah.
So number 6 is invest in the time while you have it because it goes by fast.
Yeah. I can't believe, honestly, that first off, it's been 4 years since we graduated high school.
I know.
Like, that's crazy. And then I'm about to graduate college. It's like this thing that you've looked forward to since you were in kindergarten is about to be over like that, you know? And we always just want to rush through life. We want to, oh, hurry up so I can get my license, and hurry up so I can graduate high school, and hurry up so I can go to college, and now hurry up, I want to graduate college. And it's like, what if we just slowed down and enjoyed the time while we had it, you know? Because it's 4 years, but it feels like 4 days, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
True. So number 7, I think, is also very important, but it is try new things while you are young and have the opportunity.
Yeah. And especially for me, just branching out and putting myself in situations that I normally wouldn't put myself in. I don't know. I felt like, especially as I was younger, like, people were just so accepting of it, and they're like, yeah, like, come on, like, jump in, try something new, learn a new song, learn this, learn a new culture. And you can just learn so many things in college because you're around so many different people, and you have that opportunity, and it's definitely something you shouldn't take advantage of. You know, if you have the opportunity to study abroad and travel, by all means, go do it. Like, those are opportunities that are not always easy to just say yes to, you know?
Yeah, investing in things that just make you a better person and help you grow just in life in general. If you have an opportunity to take that's going to allow you to get to the next level of your life, or just to learn something that you didn't know before that might be helpful for your job in the future, it's something you should take while you have the opportunity, because you never know if it's going to come around again, and you're never going to know when you're going to need that skill or that knowledge. So number 8, I think, is something that everybody kind of gets wrapped up in, but this is a really good one. It is okay to get over involved, but it's also okay to say no.
Yeah, and I think for each season of life that you're in, you know, your free time is gonna either be more, you're either gonna have more free time or you're gonna have less free time, depending on your school load, you know, depending on what's going on in life around you, whether you're working or not. But while you have the opportunity, like, for sure go out and do everything, because then you can say, man, like, I did all of these experiences and tried all of these new things. And especially when it's time to create a resume, you have so many different things that you can pull from, and future employers really like to see that you were involved on campus. They like to see that, you know, you diversified, because ultimately doing all these things, you're learning new things. But at the same time, like, it is okay to say no. Yeah. Because you don't want to run yourself thin. You do have to take care of yourself first. And I know at one point in time, my sophomore year, probably like, it was middle of the first semester, it just got super hectic with lots of tests and, you know, all these club meetings that I had, and I just, for a week, didn't go to any club meeting. And instead of going to a club meeting, I just took a nap. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? You have to take time for yourself to just decompress and unwind. So learn to say no. It will really, really go a long way.
Number 9 is not close to me because I married very young, but go ahead and tell them.
So number 9 is, it's okay if you don't meet your spouse in college. It also is okay if you do meet your spouse in college, and, you know, if that works out for you.
Or high school.
But if or high school, you know, that's like even probably more okay, I guess. But if not, like, there is nothing wrong with you. I promise. You are normal. But seriously, God has someone special for you at, you know, whenever the timing is right for you. And so just because the timing was right for her when she was young and fresh out of high school doesn't mean that the timing is right for me when I'm fresh out of high school or when I'm fresh out of college. Like, I'm still single, not even in a relationship. And you know, for so long, especially like being in a Christian community, they put so much emphasis on, you come to college for 1 degree, but you leave with 2, and like, you graduate with your MRS degree and written by spring, and it was just always everywhere, and roommate date, and like, you know, and it was really overwhelming because everybody all around me was always in a relationship, and I was like, okay, something's wrong with me. Like, I'm not gonna get engaged by springtime. Like, oh my gosh, like, but when I separated from that, and I mean, it's still like kind of bad at public school, but not near as bad as it was at a Christian school. But to separate myself from that and to just see, like, dude, you are 21 years old. You have the rest of your life to be married. Like, why are we so stressed out about trying to get married now, you know? When I really learned to just embrace the season of singleness and to just take that time to, like, grow as a person and do what I wanted to do and hang out with my friends, you know, it wasn't this kind of like, I stopped seeing it as like, oh, you're single, like, hide. Everybody else is in a relationship, you're still single, you know? So I really learned to change my perspective on it. Because like I said, you've got the rest of your life to be married. Like, you're only 21, you know?
Okay, number 10 is something that is easily wrapped up in, but it is, college is not the real world.
Yeah, and I say that because a lot of times people are in high school and they're like, oh, I'm so ready to graduate and be in the real world and be on my own. You're still not in the real world. You're still not on your own until you've moved completely out of the house, until you're paying your bills, until you're, you know, working full time if that's what you're supposed to be doing, like, and supporting yourself. You're still not in the real world. And I think a lot of college kids have this mentality that I'm in college, it's the real world, and I'm grown, and that's not healthy.
I think one thing too, when in reference to the military, is it's very easy to get wrapped up in the fact that everything's really taken care of for you, in the sense of it's hard for your spouse, so the person who's active duty, because they're putting in all the long hours. They're the ones going to work every day. They're the ones getting deployed, going on training rotations. But at the same time, you're wrapped up in this community, and it's really easy to forget that you're not living like everybody else. You have a constant paycheck, you have health benefits and all this different stuff. And so in the same way, I think military people can think of it as well too. Number 11 is it's okay to be selfish. You can't please everyone.
Yeah. My mom always said it to me like this. She was saying that, like, if you're so busy running around taking care of other people that you run yourself low, you're not going to be around to be able to take care of those other people.
Yeah.
So all of that to say, you know, you ultimately have to do what's best for you first. And that sounds so selfish, but there's no way that, take a car for example, there's no way that a car can take care of me unless the car itself is taken care of. If the car's tires are flat, or if it doesn't have gas, like, it can't do what it's supposed to do. So, like, in the same way, like, we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and, you know, being a little bit selfish, and, you know, if we're not feeling well, we're sleeping or whatever it might be, so that we can truly help other people and give other people our best.
So number 12 is how much you sleep and eat really does matter.
Yeah. And I know that people are like, oh, it's college, you're going to pull all-nighters and you're going to have Mountain Dews and Snickers and, you know, you're going to order pizza late at night. And, like, that's great. It is a part of college life. But I can't tell you how it's going to catch up to you in the long run. And it's really, really, really not a good idea. People started calling me grandma because I literally would go to bed. I would be asleep before 11 o'clock. Yeah. And they'd be out in the hallway and pulling all-nighters. And I'm like, I need to sleep so that my brain can function. I need to sleep so that I can grow. I'm still growing. Okay? Yeah. I need to sleep so that I stay healthy. You know, I need to sleep so that my emotions, you know, aren't just all over.
That's
because
good.
When I'm tired, I get stressed and I get emotional, and that's normal, but it can be avoided, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And so sleep is just one of those things that's just a simple self-care thing that people just overlook, you know, especially in college. And at the same time, like, staying up late and stress eating and stress snacking, like, that's good and it's convenient and all, but it really catches up to you and it does take a toll on your body. I'm a senior now, and I gained a lot of weight. Like, we talked about gaining weight earlier, how it was healthy, but, like, mine was not healthy because I was drinking coffee in the morning, at least a cup every morning, because I had been up till 3 o'clock the night before, and then midday I was about to crash, so I was having a 32-ounce Dr. Pepper, and then another 32-ounce Dr. Pepper, and that's so much sugar and so much caffeine. Well, all of that could have been avoided if I just slept, you know?
Number 13, we think is one of the most important things on this list, but is she wishes, and I wish the same thing too, is that we would have invested early on in life.
Yeah, and by invest, like, there's a few different things. Of course, we've already talked about investing in relationships and in friendships and investing in your personal health and well-being, but also financially. Like, I wish that I would have invested a long time ago, because time really is money, you know? Yeah. And it's one of those things that the Lord is so faithful to restore that time and to send people along your path to help you make up for that lost time. And so something really cool that I've been doing lately is I actually joined Arbonne. And I never ever really thought about joining it seriously as a business or, you know, using the products. You know, my mom has always used Arbonne skincare, and she literally looks like she's 25 and she's almost 50. Actually, it's really funny because we were checked into the hotel today, and it was me, my dad, and my mom. And the lady goes, "So, which one is your wife?" Like, she didn't know if I was the wife or if my mom was the wife. Yeah.
She doesn't look like she's aged a day since I saw her.
Literally. Like, but it's all because she's been investing the time to take care of her skin, and she's been using those Arbonne products. And so I'd always been around Arbonne, but they actually have a nutrition line which is completely toxin free, completely chemical free. It tastes great, it's gluten free, and it's vegan. So it's like all natural. I kind of needed something to help reverse all of the unhealthy eating habits that I've developed over the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And someone introduced me to the program, and I was like, okay, like I saw what it did for them, and I was like, yeah, let's go, like let's do this. I was just really needing something. So I've been doing a 30-day nutritional reset, and so I've been investing good foods into my body.
Yeah.
And I've cut out breads and pastas, and I've cut out fried foods and processed foods, and it's really amazing just kind of what it has done for me. When I was signing up to do the nutrition challenge, someone was like, why don't you just join the business? And I was like, nah.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you even understand like how your time, how you can be investing your time right now to impact your future? Like you're already on the right track with investing into your health.
Yeah.
But what about your finances? And I was like, yeah. So they asked me what my goals were, and it's really cool because Michelle and I got to sit with my national vice president and just kind of talk about my goals. And I have about $1,200 left in my car payment. And she was saying, what you invest in today, by the time, her goal for me, by the time the end of May comes around, once I graduate college, is to have that $1,200 car payment completely paid off.
It's awesome.
And the fact that that's possible, like just from investing a little bit of time into this business and
into something that really benefits you.
Yes, and just from investing a little bit into my health and investing into other people. And you know, I've been talking to Michelle a lot about it, and we're going to get her on track to start this program to help what she's already doing, you know, with her health and nutrition, but to just kind of take it up one more notch, because all the seeds that you're planting today and all the things that you're doing today, you're going to reap the harvest. And it's like, what kind of harvest do you want to see in 30 days and in 60 days? And for me, by the end of March, I'm going to make $1,200.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay off my car, and I'm going to be down about 30 pounds. I'm already down 10 pounds.
That's awesome.
And 4 inches, which is super awesome. Whatever it is that you might be in, whether you know you are interested in doing something like Arbonne's Nutrition Challenge, or whether you are interested in joining a business like Arbonne, where all you do is invest time into people and into products and into making that financial investment. Whatever it is you may be investing in, start yesterday.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because that time is really, really, really valuable.
Yeah. So we're going to actually link in the description below Dena's tag so that you can go down and click on that and go directly to the website to see the programs, and you'll see everything, all the products, all the prices, the packaging, and you can either get connected with her team or you can just buy the products. It's up to you. But if you have any questions below, I'll also give you her email address, and you can just send her an email and she can give you all the information you need.
And I'd love to coach and help you and go through the journey with you. I'm already 18 days in, and it's super cool. I've got 5 people who are joining me starting here on this Monday. I'm really excited to see, you know, what they're going to do. I'm glad that they've caught the vision and are headed, you know, to investing into their health.
Yeah, for sure. If you liked what you heard today, I'm going to put everything that you need to know to follow Dena. She has a blog. She has her Arbonne. She also has, I'm going to put her email address so that you can directly message her in the description below.
And if you didn't like anything that I said, you know, that's okay too. Reach out and let me know, and I'll try really hard next time to like be better.
Next time.
That's, you know, assuming she's going to bring me back.
Oh yeah.
And also too, with commenting below, if there are some things that you wish you would have learned or knew before you went to college, go ahead and comment those, because we're always learning, and you know, we can still put those things into play as we continue on to this next part of life and start adulting. So it's always cool to see what others have to say, and it's always cool to learn something new from someone else.
So thanks again for watching Living with J&M, or today Living with D&M. Make sure to go down and like and subscribe. This will not be the last video that you see with Dena Mossop.
So I would love to be friends with you guys. Like when she leaves all the information in the comments, like a friend of Michelle's is a friend of mine. So please feel free to reach out, connect if you have any questions about anything. I'd love to meet you.
Great. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I don't know why I did that cheesy thumbs up. My girl.
Oh, okay. Well, we made it through with the full battery. Hello.
Atta girl.
Stop.